I want to send things over to Chief Meteorologist Laney Pope. Laney, things will freeze again overnight.
Oh, absolutely. The temperatures are not going to get above freezing until tomorrow after midday. This is the view in Galax, where you can see Phelps Park is covered with snow. Let's look at some of these snowfall totals across the area. In Galax, we've had just over an inch or more, and then we're seeing some totals in Eden and Rockingham County close to 2 inches, Roaring Gap at 3 inches, Boonville and Yadkin County 1.5 inches, Moxville close to 1 inch, and we keep seeing the snow now coming in. So these will continue to go up. We've got almost 1 inch, Winston-Salem, Burlington, Thomasville 1.5 inches, Randleman 1.5 inches, McGrady, Mount Airy 4-5 inches of snow. Winter storm warning is for everyone from the Triad to the foothills to the mountains. So some 3 to 4 inches on average, with some locally higher totals in the mountains and foothills. And then we're still looking for like 2 inches, possibly close to 3 in a few isolated areas. And this all depends on the additional snow that we get in the next few hours. And we do think there'll be some patchy snow and sleet, but it'll be more likely some patchier, heavier snow bursts here and there. So it's not going to be uniform across the area, but we're looking for some light additional accumulation, 1 inch or less in most communities. It will continue to be slippery, dangerous across the area. We are seeing some of that snow kind of filling in from Allegheny County into Surrey County. You see some of the snow bursts there from Trap Hill up towards Sparta. And then also as we work our way northeast towards Stewart, we're seeing some heavier snow down into Danbury too. Flakes getting bigger across Forsyth County and Winston-Salem and continuing to work their way to the east. And then we've got some lighter, patchier snow showers a little bit farther to the south. The temperatures at the surface, plenty cold for snow, mid to upper 20s. We had that transition to sleet because when you went up into the atmosphere 5, 6, 7,000 feet up, there was a very small area where the temperature was just above freezing, enough to change it to sleet briefly. But now we're starting to get some colder air back into that column and we're transitioning back to snow. That's why we've got it out here. The other thing that comes into play is this area of low pressure. This is going to track right along the coastline. It may spill some additional moisture back inland far enough into the Triad that will sustain these snow showers at least until 1, 2, 3 a.m. If you're a snow lover and you'd like a little bit more snow, you're hoping for that track to do just that. Here's the good news. We're keeping that freezing rain for the most part well to our east. So this is a snow or a snow sleet sort of setup across our area. Snow continues through the midnight hour through about 1 a.m. The only place I think we're going to start to see maybe a little bit that's less frozen is down over parts of Randolph, Montgomery, as well as Davidson counties. Notice that it shuts off by 3 a.m. easily. We're looking at snowfall totals that may, like we said, start to add up across the Triad. This little area kind of punches in here. This is an indication to me that maybe we're getting some of that moisture kind of spilling in with that low. Also some other things that are happening in the atmosphere. We have maybe a little streak, a little low-level jet streak that may lift the air just enough to wring out whatever moisture we do have. So if we do get that ramping in the atmosphere, that would allow for at least a few of those snow showers across the area too. So we're definitely going to watch that closely, as that could bring on those additional snowfall totals kind of going up a little bit in the Piedmont Triad. And again, I do think there's still room that we could see a little bit more snow in parts of Randolph, Davidson counties, and Alamance counties as well between now and say about 2, 3 a.m. As far as the ice accumulation goes, we were talking about this over the southern part of our area. I do think there is going to be a little bit of sleet, maybe some freezing rain, but right now it looks like it's on the low end, less than 1/4 inch. You start to get into 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch of ice, that's when you really start to have issues with power outages. So far so good. We're kind of getting the best scenario, I think, with this storm system. That snow and sleet ending early overnight. Hazardous roads, we don't get above 32 until mid to late morning. Tomorrow there's no precipitation coming down. We're just going to have to deal with the slippery conditions on the roads, the cold air, and the wind, which will make it feel colder. Highs will be in the upper 30s, but with that wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour out of the west and northwest, it's going to feel like it's in the 20s for most of the day. Similar scenario in the foothills. I think we get into the mid 30s by late afternoon. It's cold, it's windy. In the mountains, we're going to have the slippery conditions throughout the day as temperatures do not get above freezing tomorrow. Then the concern, of course, is, hey, it's nice, it's over the weekend, the kids can get out and play in it. It might be a little bit crunchy with that sleet on top, but the issue becomes the mornings and the fact that the temperatures aren't above freezing for many hours during the day. So depending on how much snow you have in your yard, a lot of that is not going to melt away, and we're going to be dealing with some thawing and then some refreezing for the next few nights at least.